I hope you don't wait to give me roses. Please don't take too long to think that you should know me. Please, for real. Please don't wait too long to tell me I'm the shit, yo. See you flourish, looking salty, throwing fits, yo. Then you bury, getting lonely, wanna miss, yo. Get from around me, you clowny, you looking needy, yo.
Welcome to another episode of Opinionated Facts. I'm your host, Drizzle. Today we got another special guest in the building, my man YNL Capone. How you doing today, brother?
What's good, man?
Shit, chilling, bro. I heard about your music a couple months ago. I was asking a homie about, artists in Lexington and shit, and he was just running down the line of people. And he said, bro, check out YNL Capone. I'm like, all right, bet. So I checked this, check your shit out, and heard some music. Matter of fact, I think you was at I think you might have did something at Crumbs last year.
Proud.
Yeah, I can't. It was either Crumbs or the it was up on Cosmic Charlie's or whatever. I think.
Yeah.
One of the two. Yeah, you was having something there. I think it might have been like a Friday night, and I was gonna end up going, but I had to go to Louisville that weekend, so I didn't get a chance to come out there and see you. But I checked your music out, and I was all right. This nigga's all right, you know what I'm saying? And usually I always wait when it's a new person. I'll just sit, you know what I'm saying, on their profile and see what they got going on, see what they got dropping and everything. And then once, you know what I'm saying, they drop something, you know what I'm saying, I see something that they did that was dope, boom, I hit them. So I seen that you had dropped the album recently, beginning of the year, well, shit, it's January.
Yeah.
But I seen you drop the album, Amore, and I checked it out. And I was like, all right, let me holler and bro, see what he's talking about. So let's go into a little bit of detail about, you know what I'm saying, how you came out with the album Amore and what went into it, and what you got coming up next right after the project.
Amore really came from, honestly, just life for real at the moment. I had just met my girl and started to just make songs. I'm in here all the time, so I was just making all kinds of songs for real, but I just started to gravitate more towards just like the slower, like more intimate love songs. And I mean, I don't really know if it's just like that slow or that intimate, because it's kind of, some of them are kind of in between.
Yeah.
But and then my boy Jeff was sending me, Jay Harkless was sending me just all types of cold, like just R&B-ish beats. And then it just seemed like every time I got a beat that I liked at the time, like it was like R&B style or close enough to it. And then put together like 15 songs, like didn't waste no time with it. As soon as I got a solid like 11 or 12, I cut off 2, made it 10, and just really focused on like placement. I was able to tell a story through it. If you listen like from top to bottom, it's really kind of like going from like meeting a girl, wanting that girl to be with you, from that to like getting into it with her, just like basic relationship stuff. And then like of course at the end it's like, oh, I want her back, and then like you falling in love. And it's like a lot of it came from like real life situations that was going on at the time, that was causing me to think about all types of stuff, and just be able to put it on the track was a blessing. And then ended up having I honestly think like, I think it's one of the best projects that I've, not even the best project because I've only had 3. So I think it's honestly like some of the best songs I think I've ever even attempted to make.
Yeah.
Because I really like if I don't like a song, bro, I'll stop in here. Like you kind of walked in, we was doing like that, we was attempting that little playing games thing. Like if I wouldn't have thought that was alright, and I wouldn't have thought like I could mess with it, like that first take, like I would have been like, alright, bro, just erase it. So it's like I was fortunate enough to have 10 songs that I really, really liked, that I really messed with, that just happened to be about a female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I know you're saying that the songs per se were about a female, but as far as the sound goes, was that completely like different?
It's like, bro, I'm super picky like with beats. And then, like, I don't know, bro, I just let the beat tell me.
Yeah.
Like, I'll choose the flow first, and then I kind of like, you catch the vibe of like what to talk about, like the topic based off of the beat. But like I catch the flow first, and then those beats, bro, those beats just happen to be different. Like I'm pretty sure like every single one of them was extremely different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're different from one another, and they're different as in like I had never heard a lot of beats like them. There's a couple that are kind of like in a certain lane, but I hadn't really heard a lot of beats like all of the beats that I chose for the album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you just dropped the project Amore. You got another project lined up, or are you about to kind of, you know, I guess, do some shows that are kind of centered around Amore?
I got, man, right now it's kind of like just turn up time, for real. I spent a lot of time in 2019, like, prepping, getting a lot of songs together, so that 2020, like, I could be ready for whatever happened. So, like, I got the Amore that dropped. Well, we started off the year with Go Harder, then Amore dropped. And now, like, February, like, it's beautiful because February I have an event every weekend that I'm performing at. And then going into March, like, we starting off March with an event. And then I'm looking into, like, an EP or something. Just making sure that, you know, just keep the foot on their necks and just keep pushing. Because it's a lot, like, it's a lot in the tuck, bro. Like, the notes, I got, like, 20 to 30 on the notes that I can just let go of. But it's just, like, the timing, bro, is so crazy because, like, even, like, the difference between, like, Go Harder and, like, the last song, more like that Smooth Art. Like, Go Harder and Smooth Art. Well, shoot, I recorded Go Harder, and then the very next week I recorded that Christmas joint. I don't know if you got to see that. It's like a Christmas joint, bro. It's like Sinatra style. Like, it's kind of weird, bro, but, like, I went from, like, Go Harder, like, then the next week recorded, like, this, like, super smooth, like, Christmas joint. And they're just so different. So a lot of, like, what we deal with, like, we just deal with a lot of, like, what are we going to put out? Like,
yeah.
So right now it's kind of just, like, being prepared, and I'm doing events mainly and letting social media, like, analytics and Apple Music analytics, just letting all that stuff tell me what to put out next, for real.
Okay. Now, after doing a project like this, would you say that you're more of a versatile artist versus kind of artist that, you know, you stick to what works for you, but you seem a little bit more open to digging in those different sounding bags?
Yeah, for sure. Like 2019, like I started off with like the 10 hours EP, and like every single song, like there's 5 songs, but each song is completely different. None of them sound the same. And I did that just to kind of see, like, would they all catch on? Like, even though the following, like, even though I had like less than half of a following that I do now, like, it was like, would it catch on? And like, luckily, like, they each like had their own. Like, there was not a big gap between, like, Need That was obviously like one of the top ones, like with the video and all that. But then, like, I think the lowest one was like Cross Me, but Cross Me was being played like by a lot of people, and they were sending me like in the gym. So it was like a whole different group of people that wanted to listen to that. So I kind of spent 2019 like developing basically those 5 main sounds and trying to add on, because I do want to be like as versatile as possible. I honestly think that's the only way you can stick, for real. Because I going in, like, getting lucky enough to go in the game and just having one style, and then they play you out. It's over. It's over. The attention span is too small nowadays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, 2 questions. What does YNL stand for? And of course, I figured who was all in the group, the collective YNL.
Yeah, YNL is a young nonchalant lifestyle.
Okay.
It's just kind of something that, like, I came up with when I was just kind of thinking about, like, what type of person I was, and just kind of like what type of person, like, my group of friends are. It's really a small group. I really only have like a couple close friends that would really even claim it, for real. And then it's just kind of like what we want for the brand and stuff like that. It's more of like a brand thing than anything. Like, the nonchalant is not really being like, I don't care about nothing. It's more like, you know, like, personally, like, good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever hits you, like you kind of just gonna be like, okay, like it's gonna take something major to phase you. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where like the nonchalant stays in, and that's like young and nonchalant, like 22, so. Never know, bro. 25, I might have to go to just like a different name or something. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be young forever. but for the time being, it's good for the brand. I wish I forgot. I was just thinking about it. I should have brought the T-shirts and stuff. I should have put one on. But we just 2 weeks ago came out with a brand. We done already sold like double-digit T-shirts, bro. That only had them out for like a few days.
Yeah.
So, you know. Good stuff going on with the brand. It's good. It's basically it's all for the brand.
Okay. Now, are you the only one in the collective that is an artist?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like my friend group, bro. It's like my guy I was telling you, going to school for management. My cousin, he plays baseball at UK.
Okay.
And my brother. That's it. I'm trying to get Jay Harkless to go ahead and just be YNLJ or something. I'm like, bro, just enjoying it because we got so many songs together, bro. And he just always seems to come through for me. And then I've been messing with this dude OG Williams. He's tough. He's a producer. He's tough. I'm trying to get him to hop on it too.
Okay.
Just go ahead and hop on.
Okay. Now are those the only two producers that you work with, or do you?
I'm open to it all. I just did a song on one of Juice Beats, Juice Box, and then Smooth Art and Your Loss off the album are both by Balloons. It's just kind of like, you know, whoever sends me a good beat for real. I don't want to go online for beats.
Yeah, like YouTube and shit.
Yeah.
Nah.
I don't want to do that. Even if I pay for, like, you could pay for it for sure, but like I would rather like have it be somebody like from around here, somebody I know. So then it's like a personal thing. If the song does blow up, like we could both go ahead and go make some money together. But yeah, it's only been like 5 people for real.
Okay. Now, what would be your take on the local music scene as of right now?
There's some talent for sure. There's definitely talent. I would say everybody, we from Lexington, Kentucky, where it's easy to get caught up in being the man, considering this a big town, small city. So, like growing up, like I played basketball. My whole team was popular.
Yeah.
We could go a lot of places. We could get in the clubs, the bars. Like we could do whatever we wanted when we were seniors. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like and everybody knew us. You go to the mall, you know everybody, and we kind of like being in Lexington. You know, like I just want to make sure people, like all the artists, like I think most everybody's doing a good job of it, but just keep level-headed, like realizing that like in Atlanta, like when you leave your neighborhood, you're no longer the man. Like New York, when you go down the block, you're no longer the man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like just remembering that there's a whole world out there. But besides that, bro, the talent is there for sure. And I think the decision making is there for a lot of people too.
Okay. Now, which artists around the area do you work with as far as collaborations and just?
I work with I got a lot of songs with my boy Zeke. He plays baseball in UK right now. He's from Atlanta, but he's down here. It's my guy. I've been knowing him for a few years now, and he's hard. We got some unreleased, but they good. We seem to go together well. Our voices kind of match. I got the Stay True joint with Cub. I hopped on a song with Paper. I got Splashing with Jay Ellie. I'm hoping I don't forget anybody, bro. Because it's not too many. A girl from Nashville named Emma G. I think she's down here every once in a while. She just hopped on a song that I had. Besides that, bro, I'm pretty sure that's it, bro. But yeah, I haven't even been in the game that long for real. Not too many people to really collab with for real. Me and Tony, like he sent me a beat, and then I think we kind of just moved on from that beat. As just time went on and the
Yeah.
wasn't it no more, but we might get something going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So besides you got the shows coming up, besides that, are you already actively working on your next project?
For sure. Yeah, I have like, out of like those like 20 to 30, I have like about 3 possible projects ready. And then with those 3, like I have like 3 possible projects. Out of those 3 projects, I have like the option to have like 4 EPs.
Yeah.
4 or 5 EPs. We're really just kind of deciding right now. Like we really just, it's hard because it's like we don't want to put out a single and let it get overlooked, but we don't want to put out like a project and have people miss possible singles. Because I aimed to create like a single caliber. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be good enough to be a single.
Yeah.
You feel me? For every song. So it's like I have like all these songs that could be singles, and it's just kind of like figuring it out. But I do have ideas for 3 projects and possible 5 like EPs. It's just about the timing.
Okay.
Just get them mixed and ready to go at any moment, because you never know, you know.
Okay. Now, who would you say are your biggest inspirations when it comes to music?
My biggest inspirations, bro, it's probably just come from experiences, for real. I'm inspired just by the experiences, like something that could happen yesterday made me want to write that night, made me want to get in the booth the next morning. My mother, for sure. Let's talk about her a lot. God, I feel like I've been blessed. My girl, my cousin, like just everybody that's around me, and then also people from my past, just everybody who's been close to me at one point, or people who have seen me go through things or stuff like that, and then also the things that I went through.
Let's have a little fun. So, if you had to have your hip hop Mount Rushmore, your rap music Mount Rushmore, who or 4 heads would you put on there?
Man, said 4.
Yeah, I know it's tough. The 5th
man.
gives you a little leeway usually.
Right, yeah. But nah, we gonna go with 4, man. Wayne, Drake, Biggie. Man, those first 3 is always easy for me personally.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure for everybody, their opinion, the first 3 is probably easy.
Yeah.
This last one though, possibly Snoop, bruh. For real.
That's,
From a personal standpoint, like from what I kind of look at like who changed things. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I kind of feel like Biggie, like, you know, kind of made it easy to be like on any track, just speaking your truth on any track. You know what I mean? He could hop on with a singer, and it's just like he's still gonna do him on that track and talk about what he talk about. You're not gonna change what he want to talk about, even if the track different. You know what I'm saying? Then like Drake, bro, brought the whole singing rap. Wayne brought the auto-tune. Like T-Pain did too, but like Wayne kind of like was like that whole like we gonna slide on the beat and we gonna talk and make you think at the same time. Like I feel like Wayne like allowed, like, somebody might say I'm crazy, but I feel like Wayne allowed like Gunna to do his thing. Cause like Gunna's like he's like
it's a spawn of Thug who's a spawn of Wayne.
Exactly. Like it's just I love it, bro. I love it. And then who else did I say, bro?
You said Drake.
I said Drake, Wayne,
Biggie, and Snoop.
And Snoop, bro, just is out. You feel me? Making up words, bro. Just doing whatever, bro. Like just having fun on the beat.
Yeah.
I think them 4, bro, just kind of just allow people to just be able to do whatever they wanted.
Okay. No, that's a solid 4, bro. You said you how old? 22.
Yeah.
So I wasn't expecting to hear Biggie and Snoop, you know what I'm saying? The Drake and Wayne, I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah,
right.
You feel me? But I wasn't expecting to hear the the Biggie and Snoop. So that's a solid 4 right there.
I ain't even know crazy like Biggie or Snoop fan for real. Like I don't know like all their stuff. Like if you play a Biggie song, I probably wouldn't know it right now. But just from like the times I've sat down to listen, just to kind of like pay my respect. Whatever. Him and Snoop, like I just hear from them, like it just seemed to stand out to me, just like their way of doing things and how it influenced immediately. You know what I mean? Especially with Snoop, bro. Like I feel like when he just making up words and all that, doing whatever, I feel like that led to a lot. Like they be saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Now it's kind of like you can add your own lingo, and now everybody say it like drip. Like Baby and them, Thug and them, they was like drip. Now everybody be like, oh, I got drip. What does drip have to do with what you got on?
It's a slang, bro.
You feel me? And then, you know,
like cap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's slang,
like
bro.
Cap, like all of that, bro. It's just cutting. For the longest, like people was adding Izzer to everything they said.
Shizzle my nizzle.
Izzle, frizzle. You feel me? Like what? Like that? It's all just people influence the world off of that type of stuff.
Okay, that's dope. Yeah, it's a solid 4, bro. I think you'd get a nod from a lot of people with that 4.
I hope so, bro.
You know? Bullshit, like, man. I mean, I fuck with Thug, and I fuck with Thug, but if you'd have put Thug on your Mount Rushmore, that'd have been crazy. So I was like, I hope he don't say Thug. None of these young niggas.
I mean, because I mean, you know, like, don't get me wrong, like, Thug, like, oh my God, like Thug went ahead and stepped in, and like now Atlanta is like damn near a bunch of like mini thugs. Like people say it's like thugs kids everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But
like Gucci kids everywhere.
Yeah, Gucci kids. Like it's beautiful to see, bruh. But I mean, I just kind of think from what I've seen, those 4 people kind of just did their own thing first.
Yeah, no, they did,
and opened it up for those people. You know?
Yeah, most definitely did. Yeah. But shit, all right, you got any shout outs?
Man, shout out my mama, of course. Shout out my cousin Jaren. I think he got a game coming soon, you know. Jaren Shelby, baseball player, he gonna do his thing. Shout out Desmond Duke, man. He doing his thing at Asbury hooping. He about to graduate, get his degree. They both about to graduate. I'm proud of them boys. My girlfriend gonna get mad if I don't shout out. No, I'm just playing. Shout out to her. She the reason that album was hard, for sure. Yeah, my brother. Yeah, the family. They all know who they are. 100%.
Okay, that's a bet. All right, bro, I appreciate it. You letting me come up over here to the studio and interview you and chop it up, and we can learn a little bit about Amore. You know what I'm saying? Learn about who inspired, what inspired the album to come out. And shit, like I said, bro, I appreciate it, bro, for just letting me pull up, man.
For sure,
you know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Yeah, anytime, bro.
Dope interview. Another one down. Shout out to my man YNL Capone. And we out.
Yes, sir. Oh.
Try to hold me down, I'ma go harder. In this life, been around, so I'ma go farther. Seen him put him in the ground, he had a whole daughter. Seen him put her in the ground, I had to go hard. Teach something, fuck around.